Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Nevermind Podcast, episode 18. Today, we're going to be talking about some current events. Current events that have currently happened. As always, I have my co host here, Nixit.
Hey-oh.
And of course, it's me, King Cord One.
I didn't do
So,
my.
a lot of fucked up shit's been happening, man.
There's some good things though, too. I
Oh,
mean, it's like
yeah?
everything. A little bit of everything. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Can you point out the good things that's happened?
I'm pretty excited because Elizabeth Warren said she might be running for president in 2020, and I think that could be a really, as far as like first female presidents, I think Warren has as good a chance as any female that's currently on like the Senate floor.
Really? I didn't hear anything about that. That's good. That's good.
It's brand new. Like she just said that she hasn't said she's going to run. She said that she's considering running in 2020, depending on kind of how the midterms go. I think it's kind of like she'll run if she thinks she has a realistic chance at like winning.
Was that just like she announced that today or yesterday, like last night?
Looks like she announced it at the article was from September 30th. So yeah, I guess today at 3:42 it was updated, which it probably goes on Eastern. So it was updated like an hour ago where she was talking about it.
Nice. Well, let me point out some shitty news for you.
Yeah, there's
But
plenty of that.
first, let's point out Buff Nick. I think Nick's getting a little buff now.
Me?
Yeah,
I
look
don't,
at,
I'm
look
not.
at
I'm
those
not buff
guns.
yet. No,
Look at
it's
those
just 'cause I'm wearing.
guns.
It's just 'cause I'm wearing a super tight shirt and I look broad.
It
But
looks good.
nah, look. I still got the man
He's
boobies.
he's
Like,
he's lifting the 100-pound water jug.
that's just 'cause I'm so thirsty all the time now.
You gotta you
Uh,
you need that like every time you stream. Whenever your bot goes off and
right?
says, "Hey, you need to drink some water," you need to pull that like 100-pound jug.
It's my water jug. Except for I can't. You can't take these to the gym. They're banned there. We go to like
What?
it's one of those. We go to one of those super progressive gyms, which I like.
What gym do
Uh,
you go to that bans water
no,
bottles?
no, it doesn't ban water bottles. It's Planet Fitness. But have you ever been to a Planet
Planet
Fitness?
Fitness? Oh, that place is terrible.
No, they're great, but they're really like anti like lugs. So
Yeah,
like
like muscle heads and
yeah, like
stuff.
if you show up in a tank top or jeans or boots or with a big water bottle or in one of those like singlet like weightlifting jerseys, like they will literally just throw you out.
Really? Like they're just like,
Yeah.
no, you
No,
can't
they
look like you're
there's
lifting when you're drinking your water.
there's a huge fucking alarm on the back, and if you come in looking like a tool bag or you're too loud or obnoxious, they hit a thing and the alarm goes off and they throw you out.
Really? That's hilarious. I bet you just like half the reason why you go is just to hope that somebody gets thrown out.
It's kind of fun to hope that happens, but everyone there is super great.
Hmm.
Uh, no, it is. So it's supposed to be progressive for people that feel uncomfortable at gyms. Because like I used to go to Gold's Gym,
Yeah.
and I have to say I'm not what I would consider like intimidating, but like or like easily intimidated. But when I would go to like Gold's Gym, it was really intimidating when there's like these 800-pound guys being like, oh, clunk, clunk. And I'm
Yeah.
over here being like, all right, I got like 100 pounds on my
They
bar.
like
Like,
bounce the bar off the floor.
yeah, and they're super loud. In this gym, you're not allowed to do that. Like, you have to be respectful, and it's not like you can't make noise. Like, there, when you get done, you can be like, oh my God. Like, no one's going to be like, what the fuck was that back there?
Yeah, and they like
But like,
set off the
yeah, like,
siren.
it's very anti that muscle head, very
Muscle
anti
head.
beef head.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I think you're looking good, so
see,
keep
yeah,
up
I
the
don't
good
know if we
work.
can see. I don't even know if you can take pictures or videos in our gym because they're really like it's for people trying to get fit more than it is for people who are staying fit. It's not like
Yeah.
there's not fit people that are staying fit, but it's a culture designed around
A lot of
people
like
trying
a
to
lot
not
of
be embarrassed.
Twitch thoughts like ruin that for us because they go in with their phone and like stream from the gym.
Yeah, and I was just which I don't think you can do with this one, but I was just complaining to Cal because like I try to be really respectful. I don't try to like look at women at the gym because I think they deserve to be safe in their environment the same way as anybody
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
But there's just sometimes like me and Cal were riding a bike and a chick got up on the counter weighted like pull-ups.
Yeah.
Uh and you know, she was wearing like black underwear with like a see-through bottom, and she was obviously wearing like a thong because you can see through it.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like at that point, it's just like who wears a thong to work out? And that cannot be the most comfortable workout piece of underwear that you have. So yeah, it's not like there's not muscly guys there or girls that are just there to only do butt exercises so that they can keep their butts looking good.
Yeah.
But overall, the gym is I would highly recommend it. It's the best gym I've ever gone to so far. The people there are super nice. It's really chill. No one ever looks at you funny. Like people just keep to themselves, and you can just do your shit without feeling like people are looking at you.
Yeah. I
And
wish
there's
our
always a wide array.
I wish our schedules would have worked out because then you guys could have just came and work out at my gym here at my apartment for free.
Right. Well, that's kind of how ours is too. If it like although not new because we use the one membership, but our membership, if you pay for the $20 one, you can bring somebody with you whenever you want for free
Yeah.
as well.
Well, keep up the good work. It's starting to show off.
That's how I feel as well, Laureline. Like for me, it's all comfort. I listen to really angry, aggressive music and look annoyed. That's totally fine. That's a fair. That's what most people do at our gym. They just
Yeah.
have in earbuds and they just they put on earbuds and they just go for whatever. But me and Cal do it together, just kind of for fun. I'm doing a 6-day a week regiment right now. Oh shit, the Twitch Prime sub.
Oh, nice. Thanks for that
I-
Prime sub.
So like right now, I'm
You
I'm
too
going on
can
a
enjoy one of these.
I am on a 6-day a week hardcore workout regimen right now.
Yeah.
I am doing basically I'm doing abs kind of daily because I'm not strong enough to do a full day of abs yet. Like I just don't have it in me to do an hour of abs yet. But
Yeah.
I'm basically just doing like today's arms, tomorrow's legs, Tuesday will be arms, Wednesday is legs, Thursday arms, Friday legs, Saturday is my day off to recoup. Because you can't do full weight every day because you got to give your
Yeah.
muscles time to relax. So Saturday is my full day. Like right now, I'm not sore at all because I relaxed yesterday, all my muscles healed, and I'm ready to fucking hit it now. And yeah, I'm up to 110 on a bench, which isn't a lot for other people, but for someone little like me, I'm pretty happy with the
Yeah, that's
110.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
My first goal, my very first like really small goal is to get up to doing let's see, what's 90 plus 45? Is that 135?
90 plus
I wanna-
40. I think that's 135.
I want to get up to doing a plate on each side, like a full size plate on each side of the bench, and I'm not quite
Oh, yeah.
there yet.
That's my warm up.
Yeah, I'm at 110, so I got to get up to that weight eventually.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it is technique. It is, and it's really important to always do. Like a lot of people there, when you see them doing like not the proper techniques, like they just do like little ones. They don't like give themselves the full range of
Yeah.
motion. That makes it really hard when you get to the 90 degrees and have to like push back.
Mhm.
And yeah, a lot of people don't spend the time doing it right. Zombie's right. Musty's right. I'm gonna just call you Musty.
All right, well, let's get into today's
do it.
subject. Got some terrible news for you, and of
For
course,
me,
well, for everyone who's listening and watching it. All this
16 gigs of RAM.
nice. Oh
That's
yeah.
it's just Musty's channel's name. Shout. He still has his Musty from when he's talking to other people. That's just his channel name.
That's his gaming channel name. So yeah, we got some terrible news, and of course, it's all coming from America.
There's probably bad news other places.
I feel like though, like America's like they like if we're number one in something, it's bad news.
Well, we're just sensational. We turn everything into a crazy news cycle.
Yeah,
Like
that's
not
true.
everywhere has to do that. Probably that's kind of hard.
So
I didn't take my allergy pill. I forgot to take it.
I'll take it right now. Take it right here
I'm going to
with your
live on the air.
with your
Oh,
100-pound water bottle.
look at your tiny water
I
bottle.
know you're
Cool.
making me feel insecure about my water bottle. Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about how Trump got laughed at the UN.
Drink all of that water by the end of the podcast. I would literally vomit.
So Trump went
Okay.
to the UN
Yeah, yeah.
and he had a little speech where basically he's like, ever since I've been in office, everything has been going great. Everything is good. I have accomplished everything that I said that I was going to.
It was so funny, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
everyone just laughed at him, and of course, like when we asked him later, he was like, "They were laughing with me, not at me."
Yeah, sure. They were laughing with you, bro.
It's like, oh my god,
It was finally nice because like normally I'm the only one laughing, and now it's like there's a laugh track that laughs at the same time that I
yeah,
do in the speech. So
yeah, it was great. It was so funny, and like, but it was also like it was cringy to watch too,
it was
because
because
like,
it's nothing is more cringy than watching someone pretend that they were being laughed with instead of
yeah,
at, and you're just like, yeah, buddy, that's it.
yeah, he must have been telling us that like all these like all of these people representatives of these countries who are
Yeah.
like some of them are dictators, some of them are like like representatives of like like fucking what's it called, democracy and stuff like that and stuff,
Yeah.
and he's sitting here going like, oh yeah, they're laughing with me, like this is laughs of like acceptance, and they agree that I've done all these things that I've said I've done.
Oh, the press conference, Musty, was beautiful. It was just a beautiful
Thanks.
thing
It's
to
also
watch.
been a
It was just
pleasure
so
working
brutal.
with you.
Hey, Vader, thanks for that
Thanks.
Hey,
host.
thank you for that.
Thank you. What's
No,
going on? Thank you.
the entire thing, both the UN speech and the press conference that was kind of like after that or before that, I think it was after that. They were so funny. You know, they were joking about how this was only his second one, like second or third like one in the 2 to 3 years he's been there.
Yeah.
And it was easy to see why. The motherfucker cannot keep his foot out of his mouth. It's like it's like a special power he has. Like you would think, I mean, you know that they're just like, hey, dude, just fucking read these cards. And he's like, I've got it. I don't need the cards. I'm fine. And they're like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's like, I already rehearsed in the car on the way here. I know what I'm going to say. And it goes
He was
in.
talking about himself during a speech about the Security Council. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because it's a joke. Like I don't think he understands the difference, right? Like Musty and like King Core, like he thinks that everything is about him. He's like, what do you mean? I am the Security Council. The Security Council is all about me.
Yeah.
Like that's what. Like, come on, man.
I am everything. I am the president of the United States. That makes me the president of everything. Yeah.
That's how it feels, though. Like it's just fucking. Oh God.
Yeah, it was cringy. It was terrible. And once again, like I said before in the past, I am embarrassed for our president.
You got to practice the hand motions. It's all about doing like the OK symbol and just doing the sides and then an occasional point. But it's.
Do you think he thinks that those like actually persuade them?
I hope he does. I hope he's like, all right, Donald, now out and then up and then make your point.
Yeah. Like measure it.
Yes, that is just a huge disappointment.
Huge.
Yeah, I don't know what mediocre would look like for President Trump, Musty, because I've never heard him say anything other than the world is ending or I am a god, basically.
Yeah.
So
the world is ending and I can save us. But after this round of golf.
And even when he's trying to do mediocre, like when he was trying to be like, nope, some Nazis aren't bad, some Nazis are good. Like it's just like he can't even do like even when he's trying to do this idea of like merging two peoples, he just is incapable of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a character you'll meet in our D&D campaign that resembles Donald Trump, but he's the leader of the Necro cult. Spoiler alert, worth it.
Yeah. Although I started noticing that he's not really looking that orange anymore.
They probably fucking got him on like a non-spray tan diet thing going on.
Well, it feels like it's a fake tan, but it's like not as orange.
Yeah, well, you know, the presidency always ages the presidents like to some degree because it's a hard job. I mean, I was just kind of hoping it would be too much for his burger-filled heart. Like that's what I was like.
Yeah, you're hoping to just give out.
I'm not even saying that he had to die. I was just hoping he'd be considered too sick to continue, and they'd have to just he could just go back to Trump Tower, and they'd just. Although then we'd have the psychotic monster Mayo Pence like at the helm. And that would be
Mayo Pence.
Wait, his first name's not Mayo? I could have sworn it was Mayo Pence.
Mayo Pence.
That's just what I thought it was. That was a real fact.
I never heard that before. That's great. Yeah, so he's a fucking embarrassment.
It's bad, but in we make the jokes all the time. It would be funnier aggressive nutmeg pens. There's so many good insults for pens.
Yeah,
It's just like Trump is so funny, which is why it's so hurtful because it's so he's such a good joke, and then you're like, oh shit, though, but that joke's the leader of the free nation,
yeah,
and
right.
then you get sad. Then you're like, that's not funny.
Remember when we all thought it was a joke when we were voting, and we're like, it'd be so fucking hilarious, and now we're like,
Yeah, that's the problem. We see that was we underestimated the huddled racist masses and
yeah,
the Republicans that were so turned off by our progressive behavior for the last 8 years. Yeah, that was. But now that Musty's here, Musty, were you here when I said that Warren was thinking about going in 2020? I'm just curious. We can keep our conversation going, but I'm curious what you think about a possible Warren run for the Democrats as our primary Musty. Always having a dirty needle in a bowl of mayonnaise.
I just read that. That's great.
Oh God.
Okay, so let's move on from
Oh,
Trump.
oh no, wait. There's other bad news from Not America. Your wife just posted the thing about concentration camps in Russia.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
right.
not us. Although I guess it kind of is. I guess
Wasn't
now that
Trump
us and Russia are teamed up.
wasn't Trump also involved in that? Some like I think we had like FBI was supposed to go over and investigate, but Trump was like, you can
It'd have
only
to be
investigate this one
CIA.
person,
Yeah.
and you can't go anywhere else. You have to only look into this one guy, which wasn't even that much of a
Right.
obviously we weren't gonna find anything off that guy.
Yeah, so they have legitimate like gay concentration camps back in the re-education camps in China, but China's done that forever. Like at least China, like that's like their MO. We should know that. We've known that for a while.
Really, I had no idea they were doing that.
Well, they always do because they're
Re,
they're a red state. They're like
they're communists.
they're fascists. Yeah,
They
they're
got a
communist
dictator.
fascists. Right. They have as close as you can get to a dictator without it being an outright dictatorship.
Yeah, but
But yeah, like Russia has basically concentration camps, and I don't know if they're actually killing people off or if they're just re-education camps trying to cure people. But either way,
well,
they're
that's the thing
bad
though.
news.
Isn't that the thing? Like that's what we want to find out. But Trump's like fucking cock blocking that shit
Yeah, yeah.
because he's
Well,
like,
it's
well,
because
you can and that even with that shit though, like it just makes us feel even more like he's in bed with fucking Russia.
right, because it's dangerous. Like if Russia was really doing that, and we found out as the United Nations, there's a good chance that the UN would be placed in Russia, and Russia won't have that. So there's a real chance that it could spark an actual, I wouldn't call it a war, but kind of like a Cold War again, like a stylistic, like Russia would basically be like, yo, you can't come in here. We're going to like, we'll fight back. And we'll be like, well, we're coming in because you can't kill gay people because they're gay. And so that's something that could be like coming up in the semi near future. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, the UN wouldn't go into Russia, but they would sanction them. But Russia doesn't seem to give a shit. Russia's specialty is like it's people starving in the winter.
yeah.
A huge crazy straw. I think we have one. We have a cup with a crazy straw, but it's like built into the cup.
A huge for his hundred
Just a
pound
huge,
hundred
like
pound
one of those
bottle of
ones.
water,
Yeah, like one of those straws you have to suck for 5 minutes because the water has to go through like 42
like
loops.
the really tiny, like narrow ones that have like loops and shit. That's great.
Yeah, let me go to Amazon Prime and just see.
China also has more circus schools. Are these schools of circuses, or am I like getting that wrong? Are they training like clowns and acrobats and stuff there? If the UN doesn't so shit about Burma or Yemen, then you go no chance.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
that's a good point, though. You're right. Like, if the UN isn't helping Burma or Yemen, well, I don't know what I
Yeah.
expected them to do anywhere else. That's a
So
valid point.
so China has more jugglers in school than anywhere else on the planet. That's kind of a little funny, but also insane. Um, yeah, I mean, it's to me it's just kind of fucked up how there's still concentration camps anywhere in the world. Like you thought
Dude,
we'd all learned that lesson before.
This is the one right here. The texting straw. It just hooks your phone up to your straw. That's the one. Why is that a
Texting
thing?
straw.
Yep, it's just
Like every
it's
time you take a drink, it texts your phone.
no, it's just like it just fucking hold your phone so that you can text while you drink.
Okay.
Or here we go. I think this is the one that that you were talking about, Loreline. It's like goes into your cup, around your fucking neck, over your glass. It's like a pair of glasses, and then it goes into your mouth. That's the one. I'll find that one.
I feel like you can just go to a hardware store and buy a tube and do that.
Right, like just make it myself.
Just
Yeah,
like
I wouldn't
a little plastic tube.
I
Like
wouldn't
a
have to
water
spend
line.
$49.99 on it.
Yeah. Why don't you just buy a hammer and hit yourself in the head? Yeah.
I have a hammer. That's true. I could just do that.
Yeah, I got like 4 different hammers.
I want a straw so that I don't even have to hold it. I just want to have a straw that runs like 40 feet over to my water jug.
You
I
should
got a
get
long way to go if I'm trying to drink the whole thing. I've only gotten like that far.
like a straw that's like you can run it around your house like a hamster tube. So you can be like anywhere in your house and just you can have a drink of whatever you want. You don't even have to go get your drink.
Just like a giant soft drink machine, just like tubbed everywhere.
Yeah, it's like there's just a straw right there on the wall, and you're like, "Oh, I'm thirsty," and you
Wait.
go.
Did I see what Musty said about Warren going for presidency?
I don't believe so. I don't think he said anything about it yet.
Musty, if I missed it, will you copy and paste it? I was curious how you felt about Warren possibly going for the 2020 Democratic election for presidency.
So, let's talk about the Supreme Court judge.
God, of course. How could you miss it? Yeah, no, I was just
It's-
curious how you felt about that because I think that Warren has a much better chance than some. She's a little radical compared to, she might still be too radical because I don't know that she could get the moderates, but I would vote for Elizabeth Warren even more readily than I voted for Hillary personally because I actually believe a lot of what Warren believes in overall.
Yeah.
But she still might end up being a little too far left for a real moderate vote.
So it's Warren against who?
What's up?
It's Warren against who?
Well, it would probably be against Trump because Trump will rerun for election. There'll be other people.
I feel like Trump, though, like secretly, I feel like Trump kind of knows that it's not going to happen again, so he probably won't.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. Trump has a lot of really aggressive supporters. Like he does.
I
Like
don't know. I feel like I might have heard wrong, but I feel like I heard maybe a rumor or something that he like actually doesn't like being president at all, and like,
oh fuck, why
the-
would he?
Why the first chance he gets, he's just gonna.
See, I think that people that say that are over. I think they're over. Like I feel like they're forgetting how egotistical Trump is. Even if
Yeah.
Trump hated the job, absolutely, I don't think he could make the conscious decision to not just try to win again. Like I think he's broken in that way.
Yeah, you think he's just gonna go for it again? Because I feel like I agree. I agree to an extent. Like the whole reason why he ran was just so he can say, "I became the president." You know, like I said I was gonna do it. Now I did it. But now that I'm here, I don't want anything to do with it. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly what Musty just said. That Trump would essentially rather die than not like run and win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too, Musty. I actually really like Warren. I would vote for Warren, but I'm nervous that I don't think that would be a good overall decision for the Democrats.
What are Warren's stands?
She's all progressive. She's for national one single payer health care, completely universal health care. She's for all for abortion, like across the board, pro Roe v. Wade, and even to the point of having like government funded and all that. She's all for civil rights, all for like LGBTQ. She's pretty much the generic like left wing stance. She's like left wing on pretty much everything except for. I thought I read one thing that I thought was like out of place, but I was just reading through it a
Like
little bit ago
guns
after I
and
saw
stuff?
it.
What
If it
about-
was Bernie with Warren on the ticket, yeah, I would like that would be good too. Or even like something like that. She could maybe find a really progressive VP maybe she could swing it the other way and do Warren with someone really fucking aggressively, like left wing on the ticket as well.
Like Warren and Bernie.
Yeah, I don't think that Bernie wants to do it, but
You
yeah,
think Bernie wants all the glory?
she's left, but she still loves her donors. Well, of course, yeah, all of them fucking do, except for a few. That's pretty true.
What was her stance on gun control?
She's normal, although she's not full ban. She says her stance is that I think that there's a difference between assault weapons and hunting weapons, so that she doesn't want to pull like all guns or licenses, just things like the rifle, like things that you wouldn't hunt with are things that she would ban.
Yeah,
but
like
the one that was
an AK-47.
Right, but I think she did talk about banning handguns, which a lot of people like for self-defense, so that'll kind of come up. I think she needs someone young. Yeah, if she ran, she would need someone young.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't smell like the Grim Reaper is right behind her. Well, that's what I thought, but in the past, that's they made fun of Bernie for it, and they made fun of McCain for it, but it never seems to really throw out your chances, even if you're like decrepit and about to die.
Musty should run for VP.
Musty for president.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hashtag Musty for president.
You got my vote.
You
don't even have to say anything. You just got my vote.
If it seems like I'm stalling, it's because it's true. I fucking am so depressed about Kavanaugh and the Supreme Court that I just don't even want to fucking talk about it. It's just it's so depressing. Like, I just don't have it in me, man.
I was wondering if you were stalling.
I am stalling, but I didn't stall long enough. We're only 40 minutes into the 2 hours.
Let's just do it. Let's just hit it on the head.
It's seriously, it's been one of the most depressing weeks. I'm a super.
Yeah, it was shitty news week, man. That's what.
Yeah.
Shitty news comes out of America.
I love the idea of Musty just getting on TV and being like, "Listen up, meat sack." Musty becomes a dictator of the United States.
Whenever Musty addressed the nation, everyone has to plan like at least 3 hours of their day. Because he'll just keep going on.
Yep, that's exactly how it works.
Sorry, Musty.
He just assumes it too. He's like in the middle of the speech. He's like, "Hey, you! Yeah, I'm talking to you through that TV. Sit the fuck down."
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, sit the fuck down." I still have more shit to say.
No, I like to think of myself as a pretty hardcore, like equal rights person for the most part. I am pro equal rights for everybody. I would be a self-described feminist, not to be, like middle of the road feminist, not like feminista style, like hardcore. I don't think anybody deserves more. One of the things that I have that's a really unpopular view is I don't tend to be for affirmative action style stuff. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people think that comes off really like racist, but I just think that forms more animosity. Like when we do, I'm not saying it doesn't need done because we have too much racism still in the world, but in an ideal world, things like affirmative action, which essentially is giving more to people that have not had enough in the past, I think just forms more of an animosity between the two groups that are trying to be united. And I think that's the same with feminism, is like the feminisms that are searching for affirmative action. I think they're looking too hard, and those are the ones that tend to trigger men's rights activists, who I don't even think should exist, but do, to kind of fight back. And I think that's a little bit difficult, but I'm a pretty hardcore feminist, and it can be like, yes, exactly. That is what it is, Musty. And I get the idea that something might be owed to a people after enough time being like with a boot on your throat. And maybe that is true, but I think that in reality, it just causes more animosity and more sort of a difficult situation for everybody. But that's not a super, probably, like, it's not the most progressive way to think, but I think it's realistic. Because the truth is, as long as anybody has more than anybody else, it's difficult. And I remember that like one of my buddies had trouble getting into college because he was super smart and he had no problem, but because of the difference in affirmative action, there was less slots for his like group that he was trying to get into. And even though there was a few people that had worse stats than him, he ended up getting in, luckily. But other people with lower stats were being let in from different ethnic groups, which, again, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it can be frustrating. The argument kind of being that people from ethnic groups have lower scores because they don't have as good of stuff to study. And so it's really complex. But I don't know that I think full-on affirmative action in any stance of like fixing a segregated or unfair thing is the right way to handle it. But that's probably a little unpopular to say. And especially since I'm a feminist, I'm sure a lot of other feminists wouldn't be happy with me saying that. But I do self-identify as a feminist, and as a feminist, it was really, really difficult to watch this week unfurl. I mean, we all knew what it was going to be. It was going to be just like everything else. It's going to be a woman desperately trying to plead her case and a bunch of old creepy white dudes saying, "Oh, shut the fuck up, that never happened." And that ended up being what it was pretty much. Yeah. But did you watch any of the confirmation hearings and stuff?
No, I didn't watch any of the hearings really. But I did read the articles and also talked about it with Laura Line.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like we kind of had like a little it was a really awkward, strange moment to be in. We basically my son, my parents-in-laws pay for swim lessons for my son.
Mm-hmm.
And they take him to swim lessons, and usually I'm either working or I'm at home working on other shit for the podcast or shit. So they go and do the swim lessons, and then we go have dinner together, right?
Right.
So we had dinner together last week. I think it was it was Tuesday, and we were sitting there, and Caleb's off once again I outed myself. Off playing in the playground at the McDonald's, and we're sitting there talking. All the subject came up,
right?
And it's really awkward because they're kind of they're the prime example of the people who would vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Thinking that there's going to be a check in the mail that's going to make them rich because they voted for the rich guy to we got the billionaire as a president. Now we're going to be rich. We're all going to be rich. He's going to share
trickle down economics, bro. It totally works. Yeah. Totally works.
Finally, it's coming. It's coming. It's just taking a while because he's got to mail everyone one. They assume $1 million is going to show up in their mailbox one day, and yeah. So they back Republicans because they think Republicans somehow are going to make them rich. So when these accusations came out, they were backing him, and it was kind of it was really cringy. I was they were saying shit well, do you remember what you did when you were a teenager? Or
oh god,
oh no, are we gonna prosecute every high school kid who ever went to a high school party and did some things with girls? Right. And it was it was really cringy because I'm like okay, one, I kind of see in Hollywood movies how there's always that scene where they're gonna go up to a bedroom and start getting it on and stuff, and then she was a little drunk and so she kind of regrets it a little bit or whatever. But it's also kind of did that really happen at every high school party? And if so, that's pretty fucked up. But
yeah,
it was kind of they were just kind of brushing it off basically.
Yeah.
And where Julian and I kind of stand mostly is, if you got caught with possession, or you've had maybe a few too many DUIs back when you were a teenager or whatever, something minor like that, I can see even with Obama, because Obama got admitted to smoking weed and shit like that. That shit I'm fine with. But then you turn around and you go,
I didn't see that. Will you send me the link if you have one right on you, Musty?
If you turn around and go, well, You know, like I groped and raped a bunch of women back when I was a teenager, but that was like when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
Like
like oh
that
yeah,
doesn't
that was
matter.
so long ago.
I was like, like if that's how it is, then how the fuck did fucking Bill Cosby get into prison?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
how did these other guys who like all of
Or
a sudden,
even people like Kevin Spacey who got their careers trashed
yeah,
because of things they did when they were
it's
younger.
like no, that's no, you can't. That's too extreme. I mean, you can't like that. Like by that logic, you could kill people when you're a teenager and then go
Yeah.
run for president when you're in your fucking late 50s, almost 60s. You know? Like,
Mhm.
oh, that was when I was a teenager. It doesn't matter.
And just to be clear, I know it's an old adage, and some people to the point are like they don't think they deserve to be investigated even if they are innocent. But the truth is that it happens from time to time. I think I've even mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned on the podcast, but I've had some accusations thrown at me, and I was never worried about it because if they were like if I ran for president tomorrow and somebody came forward, I would just be like, yeah, investigate the shit out of me. Go ahead. There's nothing there. Like I'm not worried about what you'll find because nothing happened,
Yeah,
and like that's like its own thing. So what annoys me about someone like Kavanaugh is just that if you didn't fucking do anything, why don't you just let them fucking investigate?
right.
Just let it get done. They're not going to find anything unless you did something. So it's a little difficult because thou doth protest too much, I think.
Yeah.
There we go, Musty. Thank you.
It was really cringy,
Yeah.
and it was like they didn't even give a shit about like so the victims really,
Right, right.
because it's like, you know, this victim, it's life changing. You know, it's scary. It's fucking traumatizing, and they had to go through their whole life from then to now, and then what do
Yeah.
they get to see is their victimizer is running for a position of power.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like then they get to be reminded that shit every day. It's like no.
Oh, yeah. And then I was also, fuck, what was his name? Anyway, one of the Republicans requested that they keep investigating, and everyone. I was watching it live yesterday, or not yesterday, day before Friday. Before I streamed on Friday, I was watching the actual live hearing and the vote, and the chat was just popping off. And at some point, one of the Arizona Republican, I just can't fucking think of his name. So if you guys know the Arizona Republican's name, uh, but he was one of the ones that he still voted yes for him. So it's not like he did the right thing, but he also, while voting yes, wanted to throw in an amendment that called for the investigation. And the chat was just everyone calling him a traitor. And I just thought it was so funny to like see that because all he was saying was, yeah, I'm going to vote my way. I'm going to vote my ticket, but maybe we should do an investigation. And everyone was just obsessed with him being like, you fucking traitor, you piece of shit. You shouldn't even fucking be a Republican. But this guy's like a hardcore Republican. So it was just weird to
Yeah.
see them turn on him so quickly.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm being like maybe I'm insulting Republicans or not, but I mean that's just kind of like the mentality that I see all the time with Republicans is that they're not really worried about the style of government or what's getting done. They just
Flake,
worry
by the way.
about they just worry about lining their pockets.
They do, yeah, and they want the power. They want someone to. Musty said it best. It's not. They're not even being super subtle about it. They're outright at this point, essentially saying that even if he's a rapist, we still want him confirmed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's seriously what they kind of want.
We just want him because he's going to vote the way we want him to. We don't care what he did.
Yeah, I hope so. But Jeff Flake is the one I was talking about. Jeff Flake, Arizona Republican, he voted for Kavanaugh in a good so either way I wish he had not voted for him. His conscience wasn't that big, but he was one of the people that called for an investigation and people were salty at him because Flake and Murkowski joined Democrats in calling for an inquiry and people lost their shit over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Musty. And that's a really scary thing, isn't it? I mean, that's what we're saying. I mean, what we're really saying is that getting our policies across is more important than if this guy has actually sexually assaulted women. Like that's a That's some dark shit. Like if that were in a TV show, that's like some House of Cards level dark shit.
Yeah.
Not to bring it back to Kevin Spacey and his sexual assaults, but
It's just
I know, Musty. That's the funniest joke. Like I just watched a bit from Trevor Noah and his buddy that was a joke about how Republicans, y'all need Jesus. And they used to be like all the Republicans used to be these Bible thumping, hardcore, like religious people. And we were looked at as the like Scientology, psychopathic, all about science and murdering babies. Like we were looked at as monsters. And now the Republicans are willing to do such dark shit.
yeah, and like you said before, like they don't even like they're not even hiding it really. They don't.
Well, because they're not going to find enough proof to do anything about it. They're just not going to. We would have to morally like convince the people to vote. Like the Senate would have to just be convinced because there's not going to be a trial. Like he's not going to get in trouble because even if he did it, first of all, doesn't Washington have a statute of limitations?
Yeah,
because it's not about like.
I'm pretty sure it's probably like the standard like 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, I just let's see, statute of limitations on
sexual assault.
Yeah, I was trying to look up if they said it on here.
Because it isn't murder like after 10 years.
Murder is the one thing that doesn't adhere to it.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but most of them have statute of limitations. So it's not even like he's going to go to jail. He's not going to get in trouble, not realistic trouble. But just because he can't go to jail doesn't mean he deserves to serve on, the biggest court in the world.
Well, and see, like that was the point I was trying to make. Was you're gonna run for something that's this huge, this is Supreme Court, like the top dog of top dog systems. You should have a squeaky clean fucking background. You should have a fucking. I shouldn't even see you like shoplifting fucking 7.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to think too.
Like, and it just makes me wonder, like, maybe is there other shit on the other fucking judges that we don't know about?
I'm sure there is, because the truth is nobody's probably fully squeaky clean, except for maybe Robert Mueller. That fucker looks like he would have beat up somebody stealing from a store when they were 7. It's like, you better take that back. But besides Robert Mueller, like, I feel like everybody's probably done something, but there's a big difference. I mean, if it's perfectly yes. No, I believe that, Musty. Just to be clear, I stand with Dr. Ford. I believe her because I don't know about you guys, but if you watch Kavanaugh for more than like 5 minutes, not even, when you watch Kavanaugh talk about it, thou doth protest too much. Like normally you would just be like, this is crazy. None of this happened. Go ahead and do the investigation. There's nothing to see. But instead, he's like, I can't believe this. I'm not subject to this. Fuck you all. I don't deserve this. And it's like, dude, calm the fuck down. You're not doing yourself any fucking favors.
Yeah, you look like a fucking child who's guilty right now. Like,
yeah, he looks guilty as shit. And you're just like, dude, try to act a little less guilty up there if you're going to try and get away with it.
You're like that kid who's got the sucker in his hands. Like, I didn't steal this sucker. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Like, or even like when he said that he wasn't in, like when he said he wasn't in Washington, but then they found out that he just keeps doing like dumb lies. Like your lie shouldn't be I wasn't there if you were there, because guess what? That's something they can find. It's like just embarrassing.
Said, at first he put in that he was 3 of 4 for a party, and then he tried to say he was at football practice.
Yeah, wasn't it the Beach Week thing? he wrote in like Beach Week or something on his fucking like thing, and he's like I never went to that, and there was like a huge Beach Week fucking thing scribbled into his thing.
Yeah, that's not my glove. That's not my bloody glove.
that's exactly what it feels like, and
if it don't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, that's the worst thing is I'm sure that he will get away with. He's gonna get away with it no matter what. I don't that's its own thing, but I just don't want. Yeah, his automatic response is to lie. But if you're gonna lie, like you expect him to be like, this masterful liar. Like if you've been hiding sexual assault for 40 years, like you expect this guy to be some like hardcore deviant guy, and then he like breaks down crying and is like, "You're ruining my family." And you're like, "Oh my god, dude."
I can't believe you're
Christ.
saying these terrible things about me.
This guy is just I would give anything.
It's like we're gonna make this guy a judge.
It doesn't even matter in the real extent because we're probably not going to be able to filibuster for a full 2 years. So no matter what, we're probably going to get a Republican on. I mean, I guess we have the midterms that could change it. They have to filibuster till after November or December. But still, like, even if we could accomplish that, we don't know for sure we'd be able to get somebody we wanted in there. So it's just difficult.
I mean,
like
it's not for me. It's not even just trying to get somebody else in there. It's just I don't want him in there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
don't-
mean. Like, because
yeah.
more than likely, even if we got him thrown out, they would just pick another hardcore Republican.
Yeah, they'll
to
just pick some other fucking Republican who's an ass hat.
To be honest, I actually believe in fairness a little more than some people. I normally, if everything were fair, I would just say, well, that's Donald Trump's right as president to get to pick like somebody to replace. But after they blocked Obama from getting to pick his, that shit's not. Now I'm not. I'll fight dirty for that. Like if they had let Obama put their guy in, I would just let them put their guy in. Not Kavanaugh still, but a Republican without fighting it because that's fine. We all get to do it. That's part of the like fucking lottery of if your president when someone steps down or dies. But since they blocked Obama so aggressively, I would I'll fight. Like if we ban Kavanaugh, filibuster till November or December, get a blue wave like set up into. Oh, were you talking about to me, Stinky, or to King Cord?
Yeah, which one of us are you talking to?
Because I don't know about you, I masturbate in this chair a lot. It's comfy. Look at this fucker. It's got the tall back. It's got breathability. It's really, it's right in front of my computer. It's got the camera, so I can just like give that a tilt down if I'm trying to show off somebody.
I don't typically, no, I don't masturbate in this chair. I actually, just do it in the bed or on the couch with my phone. I don't want to dirty up this computer, you know. It's a brand new computer, you know.
Well, you don't have to shoot it on the computer. It's not like
No, I mean like I don't want to get porn or anything on this computer. I'm fine with dirtying up my phone. I don't give a shit about that.
But yeah, Kavanaugh deposed Clinton. I don't know. It's just really frustrating. Like I just kind of want them to fight the power at this point, but I don't know if the Democrats have any fucking fight left in them.
Yeah, honestly, they just feel like they're just like, all right, we're just gonna sit down and watch, see what happens. Can't get shit anything.
It's depressing. I think they're just tired.
They're probably like they're gonna shoot us down anyways, like they did with Obama.
Respect for the honesty. Hey man, that's what we do. It's a podcast. You got to be honest. You got to be honest about stuff.
You gotta be transparent with your viewers.
Yeah, the transparency is what builds the trust.
Yeah, exactly. It does. You don't know how many times we've gotten followers by being honest to them when they ask us questions like that?
Dude, that's always how I do it. That's how like on my channel, that's how I got like all 1,300 of my followers is by answering dumb questions like that.
It's great. Always got to be transparent. Be honest with your viewers.
Hey,
watch the tapes
that's
back.
pretty
The
good.
question. Hey, thanks for that follow, Stinky.
The
The questions he asked him were so fucked up, yet he has a problem with some sexy talk questions now.
What are some of the sexy? Does it say any of the sexy time questions?
I'm sure it does.
We need to find some sexy time.
I'm sure that there was some, but
It's probably how do you like your women? Like
I love
do you like
that
their
he
hair
kept-
down or in a bun.
I love that he kept talking about how much he liked beer. Like, you're just like, dude, shut the fuck. He's a terrible liar.
Right?
He's like, yes, I drank beer. We all drank beer. Sometimes I had too many beers.
Yeah.
Sometimes other people had too many beers. We all liked beer a lot. We
That's what
drank a lot
everyone
of
was getting tripped over on too. They're like, well, it's a high school party. Of course there's going to be there. There's going to be beer there. Of course. That's what everyone drinks at high school parties.
No, that's actually the danger of the culture, right? Like, it's funny that people are like, what are you talking about? There was young teen boys and alcohol. Obviously, there was rape. And you're like, wait, what? That doesn't seem like it has
It's just
to go
like
together.
it's the fucking argument boys will be boys.
Yeah, like I don't know about you guys, but I didn't rape anybody when I was drunk.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't on my to-do
I've
list.
been to a few high school parties. No one got raped on my
No one
behalf.
got raped anywhere that any parties I was at. Like that
Not
was
to say
not
there
that I
wasn't
know
rape
of.
there, but it wasn't me. Like
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I didn't hear of any of that at my parties.
Neither did I, but I mean, apparently it takes 30 to 40 years for that shit to come out.
If Monica Lewinsky says that you inserted a cigar into her vagina while you were in the Oval Office, would she be lying?
I saw. Do you have iFunny on your phone?
No, I do not. I don't
you need
have
to get
it.
iFunny. I have iFunny on my phone. I saw it was a hilarious meme. It's supposed to. It looks like you're texting somebody, and it says Bill Clinton at the top, and then it says Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
I can't talk. It says 3 a.m. in the morning. It shows him sending a picture of you up. It shows a picture of cigars.
Oh God. But yeah, like that's what I mean. Like this motherfucker he was part of that team. He went after our president of the United States, and he's gonna pout about him like he deserves more than that. Fuck him, man.
Yeah.
Fuck Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
I hope they fucking drop the hammer of God on him, but they won't.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can all hope, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Like, yeah, it won't happen, but a man can dream, and it just gets harder and harder to dream these days.
It does get harder to dream. It does. All right, let's get off of it. We've talked about it. We both agree.
There's so
He's a
much
piece
to
of shit.
it. There's just so much to the whole deal, and it's just depressing. And I watched all of it live, and
Yeah.
I like some of it's just hard to stomach. Like if you didn't watch it live, you just don't get the. Like when I watched them vote, I watched them all come in for the 11 to 10 vote.
What was this on C-SPAN or something?
I just watched it online. YouTube
online.
streams it, like CNN and them stream it.
Okay.
I watched these rich white old Republicans go in and vote over this woman's fate, essentially, like voting, saying that your sexual assault matters so little to us that we're not going to even investigate. And they came back in from voting with smiles on their faces, and something of that it made me want to just murder all of them. Like if they had just looked solemn, if they had just looked like, I don't know, if they had looked like it had taken a toll on them, or looked like maybe they were worried that they were doing the wrong thing, but they voted, and they had these big stupid grins on their fucking faces while they sat back down and chatted to each other. And that fucking, it made me want to just fucking do that Rick and Morty style, like just get buff, like go to the gym, get super buff, and just beat the shit out of them. Like that, it just made me want to do that so hard.
Would you be Summer?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'd be Rick. You'd be Summer.
I'm fine with that.
Nah, you'd be Rick. You're pretty buff right now. I'll be Summer over here with my summer water.
Let's just get some fucking anabolic steroids, and let's get it.
Fucking yeah, I fucking hate they come out with fucking smiles and shit like that. I haven't seen the videos. I need to go watch them, but yeah.
It's boring. I mean, it's slow. Like
yeah, obviously.
There's Lindsey Graham. Oh my God. Lindsey Graham. I'm like 90% sure, just to be clear, if the FBI is listening, I'm not making a threat. I'm just saying I wouldn't feel bad if I could just, if I choked the life out of Lindsey Graham and saw the light leave his fucking eyes, I wouldn't feel bad about that the next day. Or if I could hold his head under some water until the bubbles stopped, I probably could live with that for the rest of my life. I could probably live with that. He would love that.
He would love that. He would get a boner.
Lindsey Graham is a fucking lunatic piece of shit monster.
He pays for that shit.
Lindsey Graham's the one I just want to smack the smirk off of all the time. Like him, and there's a few of them, but
Deb Fish.
I was actually one of the things I was glad, I think he did end up voting yes, unfortunately, but Sassy was on the committee, Ben Sassy, and he at least was claimed as undecided, and I respected that at least. Or at least, it meant something. for Ben Sassy is ours, Musty, like our state, Nebraska. He's our senator, and he was actually on the committee. And I thought for sure we're a really red state here, and I thought he would just be like, "Nope, we're voting for Kavanaugh." But our state guy actually held out to the last minute. But I think that it did. He did vote yes. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah, somebody got to him. Somebody got to him with a check.
Yeah. Do
Like-
they have where's the votes?
I'll give you my I'll give you my Jimmy John's card. It's got 4 punches in it. You get one more punch, you get a free sandwich. Vote yes on this one. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I'll vote yes for that.
They don't have like who voted?
They don't have a list of who voted yet.
I guess they don't. I mean, I'm sure somebody does, but
Yeah.
all of them are about the FBI investigation. None of them are about the actual Flake demanded the blah blah blah. Jeff Flake vote condition. I just wanted the actual like list of votes, and it looks like nobody actually put the. Oh my God, Lindsey Graham! I'll fucking murder you, you sick fuck.
What, a picture came up?
Yeah, it popped up in fucking Lindsey Graham. Oh my God, I'll beat him to death. But not really, if the FBI is
Yeah,
listening.
we're not really going to do that, FBI.
Yeah, I wanted to know. I'm pretty sure. How
Take a
did
joke,
I guess
FBI.
I on
I love those memes of the where like the FBI is listening, and they like say goodnight to people and shit.
okay, Ben Sassy and Deb Fisher remained in his camp a day ago. So so as of yesterday, fucking Ben Sassy and Deb Fisher still backed him. I figured that. Which still pisses me off. It's tough to be from a state you don't support. Like it's hard when I am so anti-Republican and that we're governed by a Republican Senate here.
Yeah.
I should just move away, but it's difficult to leave your home, even if it's like, you know what I mean? Even if it doesn't agree with you. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
should live in a
difficult to
blue
leave
state.
just for like government party.
Yeah, but that's how it
Like,
feels,
it-
man. Like,
it-
it feels like shit to be a Nebraskan
Oh,
and
yeah.
have Nebraska be behind a rapist. You know what I mean? Like, that feels shitty.
Yeah, it is pretty shitty. It's it's pretty shitty to try to have conversations with people who back him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
Which-
really, it's like you're like, how in the fuck are you a human being at all?
Yeah.
Like,
It's difficult.
and the funny feeling is like, you know, if the situation was being applied to them, they would feel differently.
Right, of course. Yeah, they
If-
would.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Like if they were victims of fucking rape or something.
But the problem is that most men, it's almost like it's a get out of jail free card. Like they don't want women to feel credible or be credible because then they have this like this concept that every woman's gonna come forth calling us all rapists and that's how they'll take over the world or some
Yeah.
shit. Like, and you're just like, I don't think that's how that works, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe.
It's fucking dark though.
But
Like,
I don't think so.
It's a lot of dark shit.
So I'm kind of disappointed. And by the way, this is me like moving on to a different subject. I'm a little disappointed. I can't. What is that called? When you
What?
when you move to a different. Sorry, there's a fly in here. When you move to a different subject.
A segue.
Yeah, I'm terrible at segues, by the way. But did you hear about Elon Musk?
It is musty. It's true, and that's a shitty way to treat anyone. I'm not saying we should assume. I'll get right back to you here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm definitely not saying that we should just take anyone's like word for it with no investigation. Like I don't think we should just throw Kavanaugh out on the grass and arrest him or anything like that.
Yeah.
There should just be an
There
investigation
should be
done.
a proper investigation. No
Yeah,
cock blocking.
it-
No saying it didn't happen.
Yep, I still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you get to opposite. Like if they want innocent until proven guilty, they can't just assume the rape. Like people talking about rape are full of shit. That's not fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying about Elon Musk. I haven't heard
Did you
anything about
hear about Elon Musk? Very disappointed.
it. What did you do? What happened?
Well, okay, so like a couple weeks ago, maybe, or a few weeks ago, he was on Joe Rogan, right? And they both smoked a marijuana cigarette. It was very
Okay.
entertaining. I don't know if you.
I remember
watched it.
you talking about that, but
Very
I didn't
entertaining.
watch it. Yeah.
some of the audio was turned into like a kind of like a trap song or whatever. That was our pre-stream song,
Okay.
which was hilarious. It's hilarious to listen to him rant or whatever. Like he was saying he thinks he's an alien and shit. He was talking about AI and everything. But last night he stepped down from Tesla because during the investigations it was proven that he was like eluding investors and telling them false information.
Yeah.
And he got caught, so then he stepped down from Tesla.
Interesting.
It was to me it's very disappointing because I was like, this is like probably one of the smartest mans in the world.
Right. But they're just gonna. It doesn't matter. Like, there's a few times that you get a free pass. Like, he's gonna get treated the same way we treated the psychotic Nazi scientists, where we're just like, okay, I guess you guys get a second pass because you're geniuses. Why don't you come work for our companies? Like, the government's gonna be like, whoa, bro, that's not cool. Now come work for the government.
Yeah. Like, knock off that private shit. Come over here and make weapons for us.
Yeah.
Like, show us how you made that flamethrower. Which on the Joe Rogan, he admitted that it was just a simple flamethrower.
Yeah.
But he just like upmarked it because he didn't want people to buy it because it was so dangerous.
Right.
But it's like that backfired because within like the first 12 hours of it being on the market, it was sold out.
Yep. He had to pay $20 million and step down. Well, he shouldn't have been insider trading. For the smartest man in the world, that's some dumb shit to do.
But I'm sure they're going to be like, well, I mean, you probably needed more money for your research because research is expensive and you're trying to build the world.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Like, it's not like his career's done. He's just going to go to work for some fucking company like NASA. Like, he's just going to get
work for NASA.
Yeah, he's just going to get picked up by somebody that needs that level of intellect. Like, he's not
work for Volkswagen.
That I can believe. On the all new Bug. No, they actually quit making.
Yeah, they discontinued the Bugs. Isn't that that's even disappointing itself too?
But that's a trick. They're only doing it like they did the Wrangler, so that in 5 years they can bring back the Bug and sell more of them. Like,
it's the Coke. What is it called? The Coke like theory or whatever.
Yep.
Like
I promise you, 2022 or 2023, the all new Bug. I promise.
Yeah, it's gonna
citing this as a source. Clip this.
Oh, it's gonna be the classic Bug.
Yeah, the classic Bug.
The classic Bug. The classic.
They already brought it back once. That's true. They did. Like after the World War, right?
Yeah, because the Nazis used the Bug.
Yeah, and it like fell out of practice after that for a little bit, and then they souped it back, like brought it back.
And they're like, "Hey, remember Nazis? This is the car they
drove." Hey, what's up, Konya? Konya.
Konya. Is it Konya? I feel like I'm just gonna say Ico.
What if it's Konya?
Oh, did they ask us to call him Coco?
Coco
it is then.
Coco it is. Coco it is.
Yeah,
baby.
They're gonna come back and be like, "Hey, remember learning about Nazis? This is the car they drove, but it's
that's
sportier."
Exactly what they're gonna fucking do, guaranteed.
All right, we'll call you Coco.
Coco it is.
But Elon Musk is just gonna go work Volkswagen.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's hard to sell a car that has literal ties to genocide. Although you would think that. But Mitsubishi made all the planes that bombed Pearl Harbor, and we still sell them all over the country.
That's true.
Like, we have a really short memory in America.
Yeah, we do.
The topic today is just kind of current events, Coco. We're just kind of talking about everything that happened because so much has happened with. We've already talked about, obviously, all of our favorite Trump hits from the last 2 weeks. The Kavanaugh bullshit here from America. A lot's been going on in our country, and we were just kind of talking through it. Now we're on Elon Musk because he just stepped down.
One of the main sayings in history class was, "We learn about history, so we won't repeat it."
Yeah,
but then we go and fucking repeat that shit like it's fucking candy.
We can't help it. Yeah, we're dumb.
Making me feel so insecure with my water bottle.
Yeah, Musk stepped down from Tesla because of insider trading allegations. Well, not allegations. They proved it pretty quickly.
Yeah, the investigations proved that he he gave them misinformation so they would invest into his company,
Yeah.
and so he had to step down. Which
It's funny because if you do it one way, that's called salesmanship, and if you do it another, it's called insider trading. You got to be real
Yeah.
careful about how you word stuff.
was the investigations before he went on to Joe Rogan, or was it?
I'm
right
sure
after?
it was probably started at that point. You know what I mean?
I know, that's what I was just gonna say.
Smokes
Smokes
weed
weed once, and then he gets investigations on him.
Yep, that's how the government does it, man. They sneak in on you.
Yeah.
So if you're out there smoking weed, you should be paranoid. If everyone's like, dude, you're just being paranoid. No, motherfucker, they're looking at you. They're
Damn.
coming for us all.
Damn, Rogan ruined his life.
No, it's fucking funny because yeah, it's just like, god damn it.
If you tweet it and tour stock soars, it's dumb as fuck.
Apparently it's fair to be paranoid because apparently the government's always watching.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was it is a shame too
It
because
was after Rogan.
if you did it a few other ways, like Elon Musk was so big, so powerful, so evolutionarily, like he's just known so well, revolutionary, not evolutionary. He's so revolutionary that he probably could have just fucking started a GoFundMe and made enough money. He didn't have to do
Oh, yeah.
insider trading. Like he didn't have to do
If
that.
the man can sell out flamethrowers within 12 hours on the internet, I think he can get a GoFundMe page to work.
That's what I'm saying. Like he could have made that money. He could just do something like that and invent something stupid and sell it and make your money. Like
Didn't he do something similar for the SpaceX program?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
There's-
he like begged on the internet for money and he got it.
Yeah, that's because people love giving away money on the internet for stuff they care about.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is a huge prick, but that's because he's probably smart. Smart people are
yeah.
dicks.
Smart
usually.
people are assholes.
They
But
just tend to be dicks.
I think he's kind of like a funny asshole a little bit.
Yeah, he can be, but it
Like
is
if-
still a shame. Yeah, if I was rich, I'd be a prick too. Yeah, like realistically, if you're like rich and famous and super, super fucking intelligent, like I feel like it'd be easy to be cynical and kind of a dick.
Yeah, I feel like if you're smart and you're rich, you just like automatically get a permit to be an asshole, right? Because you're smart and rich. Like
Right.
there's nothing else in life.
Coco's right. Yeah, don't try selling flamethrowers at home, folks.
Yeah.
That'll just get you on a few watch lists.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with Musty too. Like, I don't think that he's gonna be exactly as you said, giving out handy J's at truck stops. He's gonna
No,
be fine. We
he's
already
fine.
established he's gonna go work for fucking NASA or
Well, on
the
top of that,
NSA or
he
some
still
shit.
has the SpaceX program. He still has other fucking things. Tesla was just like Tesla was his fucking
It was like a pet project for him.
yeah,
Like he just wanted to do it because he's fucking smart and he has time to burn and money to burn.
yeah, it was just his final at one of the colleges he attended.
Plus, not to mention, if Tesla's patented his name, you know he still gets money from that. It's not like they can throw him off the board, but they can't take away his patented rights probably unless they sue him.
Yeah.
So more
Which I
than
doubt
likely,
they're gonna throw him off the board, really.
right? So realistically, they removed him as president or CEO, but he's probably still making millions off
Yeah.
Teslas every year. So
He's in the background collecting that money.
yeah, he's not exactly like getting hit hard like by it.
But I'm just saying, like, if we hear
No,
like sometime next
Coco,
week,
we agree. He may be a douchebag a little bit, but his work is important.
yeah. Well, like, you know, he was working on like solar powered batteries to store energy for times like at night or during storms or whatever.
Yeah, super important.
You know, renewable energy and stuff. Like the dude's super smart and super. He's great for the world. I mean,
There's a
so-
lot of people that use so little energy. Like if all you do is have your lights and TV on, you could use like solar power for most of the day and evening if you
Yeah.
had good battery packs. Like it's you might need more if you're people like us, like where me and Cal have we right next to each other, we have two 750 watt, 1,000 watt computers running like
But I mean, like,
hardcore, like
he was developing batteries that can like run cities and shit.
right, like that's the difference, the levels of like that's some
Yeah.
crazy shit. But yeah, Elon Musk will bounce back. He might not be a part of Tesla, but he still has his money, he still has his intelligence, and he's gonna make his mark regardless.
Yeah, just don't be surprised if like sometime next week we hear that Volkswagen bought Tesla.
Yeah, right. I fucking would not doubt it.
The all new bug. all
God.
new fully battery powered bug with engine sounds.
Ooh.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
how's it going?
The cat must have done something to get yelled at.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I mean, I was a
okay.
little
So
disappointed, but
that's funny you say that, Mince. Elements. So as a joke, because normally I go over to King Court's house and we do the podcast.
was he talking about my background?
Yeah. So like normally me and King Court are at his place with the green screen. I actually don't have a green screen. So when I actually I'm Skype calling into him for now for the for the broadcast because I'm
Broadcast.
kind of a hermit and I don't leave my house all that often.
Yeah.
So because I wouldn't leave the house, he told me to send him a picture of my background. So if he just clicks a button, his background that looks like mine will just disappear.
Yeah.
Like he's just sitting in front of a green screen with an exact copy of my background. So it just looks like we're sitting side by side, but we're actually not even near each
Yeah,
other.
we're at the same desk.
That's yeah. So he's just doing that to be fucking funny because I haven't been coming. Normally we do sit side by side.
Yeah,
I go over there and we sit in front of the green screen together.
It used to be I'd have like a different background every week, but it's kind of hard when you're always at home. You have the same background, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna take his."
I spent forever on the stream background, and you can never have my Big Boss poster.
Well, now I have it.
That's
Now it's
true.
here.
That's a good point. You could just use it for your stream days. There you go.
Yeah.
And my Sword Art Online sword. The Hallucinator? What the fuck is this thing called? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
That's because you haven't watched Sword Art Online, bro.
Oh, now it's on Netflix. Now I can. Well, I wanted to ask you actually, what's with the what's this tube thingy over here? Is this like lotion or something?
Tube thingy over where?
This like little black tube under your Insane Labs bag. It's probably not there anymore.
Oh, this.
Yeah,
I
there
got
you
you.
go.
It's Gamer Grip.
Uh,
It's stuff you squeeze it on your hands. Have you used it?
Is it for like, when you're watching some girl on girl?
No, it would fucking hurt the shit out of you. It's the opposite of that. It's
Is it like super glue for your controller?
it anti-sweats your hands, so you rub it on and your hands are no longer slippery at all. They like stick to stuff. It's I used it when I played in tournaments for PlayStation. Yeah,
Just keep it
when I
back
used to. Yeah, because I don't use it very much. Like I just don't use it. Grip. Yeah. Thank you, Elements. I went outside today and I found out I had a flower. Why are your hands slippery, dude? Okay,
why are your
I don't
hands
know.
slippery?
I don't know what kind of games you play, Coco, but for real, like obviously I know you're joking, but your hands, you never think you have sweaty hands until you're 1v1 in a like final round of a fucking tournament and you're like, Jesus Christ, and your hands are soaked in sweat and you're like fucking just like everyone's watching you on stream and your eyes are just like enormous, like looking at the screen, slack jawed. Like that's when you just fucking rub some of that bitch on there and get to it. That's the shit that needs.
That's what you need.
I only have cheesy hands. Dude, that would be the same. Just rub some Cheetos between your hands and you're good.
That'd be one
that,
gross
Coco.
controller for sure.
Just start that as like just team up with Cheetos and make Cheetos Gamer Grip style and you just rub some Cheetos between your hands. Yeah, my mouse gets gross from sweat too, Elements. I actually have to wash it all the time. All of my stuff gets pretty like beat up pretty often because I've got the full setup. I've got a nice little glowy keyboard, glowy mouse with everything. I need a bigger mouse pad. But yeah, like I have to clean them all. I just cleaned them not that long ago because they get dirty as shit as I use them.
Yeah. What do you
The money shot? Yeah, that's right. Look at the junk, motherfuckers.
do you use anything special for cleaning? Like
I just use when I have them, I just use like one of those like white pads that you would like use at work or something.
White pads?
Yeah, like one of those things you pull out of the container that's
like
got
a Clorox wipe?
Yeah, Clorox wipe. But when I don't have those, I'll just use stuff like any spray works, like a little Windex, as long as it's wet, because it's mostly dust. So like just some Windex on a fucking paper towel will do the same shit.
I don't know if you had like special attachment for your vacuum that has like the
I used
17 different little tubes that like you just
some canned air is always good too to get like because we have that stupid cat, so there's cat hair on there a lot of times.
Stupid cat.
Yeah, so like everything's covered in cat hair all the time, which I'm allergic as shit to.
Oh yeah.
And so that you have to deal with my sniffling for the rest of eternity.
Is that why you had to take your allergy pill today on the
Yeah,
street?
I have to take allergy pills every day if I want to breathe currently.
Wow.
But part of that is because of the allergy to cats. Part of it is because I have really I need to go get my nose fixed. And I just don't have health insurance.
Like was it rhinoplasty surgery?
What do you use for your sweaty butt? Yeah, I do.
The same
You use-
gamer grip.
No, bro, you could. You use monkey butt, bro. You never used
Monkey
monkey butt before?
What is that, like a powder?
Yeah, what?
Baby powder?
Yeah, is anti-monkey butt, I guess is what it's called. This is it right
Just
here,
like
baby.
Anti-chafing cream.
Yep, anti-chafing cream. That's exactly what it is. You gotta have some of those.
Ooh, look at this.
That's the way to get it, bro.
High performance
know.
body powder with calamine.
I just fucking every day before I get on the game, I just put a tub of that and I just roll around in it.
Really?
Just run.
They have a formula for women too.
I know, which is funny because why?
And they have a baby formula. Why don't you just get baby powder? I'm sure it's like way cheaper.
The next big test for Elon Musk.
Ooh.
Elon
Read it for
Musk.
me.
Don't fucking play ads to me.
Women can get sweaty butts too.
Everybody can get sweaty butts.
The funny thing though, on the website, it shows the male monkey was putting powder on his butt, but then the female, like, anything, assuming
Yeah.
like it was in the front.
Everybody can have sweaty everything. This is America.
America.
Sued Musk for misleading investors. I've seen what he said what he was gonna work on next.
He's gonna work on a better way to mislead investors and not get
Yeah,
caught.
next he's gonna work on a better way to be a criminal to make sure next time he doesn't get caught. That's brilliant, man. This didn't feel like I thought it was gonna be.
You've been misled.
Yeah, I feel like I got misled by this
You
article.
feel like those investors.
I think it says the next big test for Elon Musk, but I feel like it didn't talk about Elon Musk after it said he got fired. It just is all about Tesla's next thing.
Like Tesla moving on without him.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're gonna make a new car. We're
Well,
gonna call it the Elon. Whenever you want to make a right turn, you actually turn
Yeah,
left because it misleads you.
that's the one. That's the one, baby.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah, dude, underboob I bet sucks.
Under boob sweat.
Yeah, it's gotta suck. I mean, I get a little bit of it because I got a little bit of man boobs. So I'd be lying if I said I didn't get no underboob sweat, unfortunately, even though I'm a dude. But not near as
Yeah.
bad as somebody with like large boobies.
Large boobies. Is under boob sweat smelly?
I mean, I think all sweat is not smelly when you sweat. Sweat is smelly when it dries and
dries.
like goes
When it
acrid. Yeah.
evaporates.
Yeah. He lied about colonizing Mars. He's going to Venus to date some extraterrestrial women. Yeah, that'd be the funniest. Like Musk is like, you know what? Deuces. He just blasts off in a spaceship, just flies away.
Blasts
Or
off
he
in a
just-
Tesla.
He just Rick and Morty portal guns like right out of the fucking world. You know what? Fuck this.
He's like, that's not Mars. This is Venus. Opens a portal and like a bunch of sexy Venus comes out.
What else? What else happened this week? I know that I thought I had
give
a
us a news article to talk about.
I thought I pulled it. Well, we talked about the three big ones, which is Trump, Kavanaugh, and Musk. I
Yeah.
thought I had one more, but the tweet that got Musk in this mess, what Smart Money is saying about Tesla. Lots of Tesla shit.
What did Elon tweet?
Oh, it's the one that Musty was talking about.
Is like
Uh-oh.
definitely being straight and narrow with these investors.
I think he was asking for money or something on Twitter. Like he essentially said something about investors in Tesla making a bunch of money, and then people invested, but they didn't make a bunch of money.
Elon to alien woman. Do you want to see me Dragon Falcon?
This too can be yours. Just eat 3 square meals from McDonald's per day for 25 plus years. Hey, that's how I do it, baby. That's how I got this body. I got this body by eating fucking Chipotle 14 meals a day. That's how you get the belly fat.
Yeah. Chipotle and that weird ass bologna with like peppers in it.
Yeah, with fucking jalapenos like built into it. But right now, I'm actually trying to get healthy, and I don't know how
Yeah.
long I'll like. I hope that I can keep it going for a while, but I'm on a keto diet right now, and I'm trying to get healthy.
Are you doing any cardio? Or you're just lifting weights right now?
Both, a little bit of both, but I do cardio really small because you have to be really careful with cardio because one of the few things that people don't tell you about cardio is that you can do about up to 30 minutes a day, but if you start to do more than 30 minutes a day,
You're gonna
unless
get
you're
jacked too soon.
no, it's not that. It's if you're not training for something where you have to do more than that, like a marathon,
Yeah.
doing too much cardio will actually scare your body. It'll trigger your enzymes into thinking like, "Oh God, we're losing too much. I better hold on to fat." It's sort of like how starvation diets don't actually make you lose weight because then when you do eat, your body like holds on to more of the fat.
Yeah, you
Same
just burn
idea.
your muscle.
Exactly. It'll eat through your muscles like instead of like the fat. So with a keto diet, the goal is to keep out all carbs, literally as few as you can eat, under 20 grams ideally, or under 50 on a moderate diet.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is fucking really
Julie just
difficult.
scawed at you.
It's really difficult.
Julie was just saying how when she was on keto, she had 0 carbs.
Yeah, well, I'm on the under 21 because that's the one that I'm trying to do. A lot of people do under 50, but I can do under 20. 1 minute of cardio a day
Walking to the fridge.
My
It takes you a
standard-
minute to get to the fridge. I can get there
My
less than
standard
30.
go-to is when I get to the gym as my warm-up, I do 3 miles on the bike, which is about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I do 3
Like
miles
a
on the
spin
bike,
or like a fan bike.
like a regular like spin bike, I guess maybe. Yeah.
Like a spin bike, like it has like the metal wheel
30.
in the front.
Max, I totally use my max carbs. Yeah, fuck. You have to. There's carbs in everything.
I know, right?
There's so many carbs
There's
in
carbs
everything.
in the air you breathe.
And I'm not opposed to a cheat day here and there, although I try to do as few of them as possible because
Yeah.
they start to make you. I think that they tend to make you sick when you're on keto. I've heard.
Yeah, it's
because
called the
your
keto
body
fever or whatever.
Yeah, keto flu.
Keto flu.
They can make you sick because your body's used to not having the sugar, so that it makes you kind of ill. But no, the keto diet so far has been really good.
Have you ever like given up pop for like a year? I've done that. I did that in the past. I gave up pop for a year.
Yeah,
and
I
then
did when
went
I was
back to
sick.
it. I went back to like I think I had like a Coke. It was like an anniversary thing. Like, oh yeah, I did it. I did it a year, and I can drink it. And it was like it burned. Like
I already did,
like
Laureline.
nothing else. It burned, and
I don't-
then
I-
I was
maybe I-
sicker than shit for the rest of the day.
I got your back, Laureline. I already got some Powerade Zero. I drink it after. Okay, so I actually got the Powerade Zero not because I drink it all that much. I got it because I get severe fucking Charlie horses on leg day. I just have my legs like. So I bought this because you can't eat a banana. I used to just eat shitloads of bananas,
Yeah, bananas are full of carbs.
but yeah, it's like 80 carbs in a fucking banana or some shit.
Jesus Christ,
So-
80 carbs.
No, it's not actually 80, but
I was
now
just
I
fucking
drink-
around. Now you're like dropping some real
Yeah,
knowledge on me. 80
exactly,
carbs in a
Lorelai.
banana.
So on top of doing keto, I'm doing intense weightlifting, which is breaking down my muscles. So the cramps are severe. So
I feel like a
started
doctor would
drinking a
not
lot of
suggest
Powerade.
this at all. Like heavy lifting while doing keto.
Well, okay, so lifting on keto is really difficult because you have to just be really careful about your like your intake numbers because you have to eat enough protein.
Yeah.
You have to eat enough protein that your muscles can rebuild. That like you have to. But if you overeat protein, your body will actually turn it into sugar. I actually am not intermittent fasting. I'm doing a standard like standard meal plan. I wake up and I
Standard
eat like
meal.
I wake up and I do like an omelet for breakfast usually, just a couple eggs and with some cheese and
bacon.
some butter because you have to eat. I would do bacon, but I just couldn't afford it this week.
Okay.
Yeah, like because you're supposed to. Keto's all about using fat to trigger your energy burning. So I kind of do like eggs, chicken, and red meats and stuff.
Pretty
Red
much
meats I
cocoa.
try to do after I weightlift because red meat's a little worse for you than like chicken is. So I try to do red meats on exercise days so I can burn some of that off.
Oh yeah.
The human body is a bitch. It's terrible.
What is
Healthy
this?
exercise protein. Never heard of this shit, dude. And don't think I want to do this. Shout. I would rather. My happiest state is fat in a cave with Cheetos and Mountain Dew. But there's a lot of things that I really enjoy, like being in shape for. And most of you have been around here to know enough that I'm like a fucking hardcore sex fiend. And when I get winded after 5 minutes of sex, that's just unacceptable. You know what I mean?
5 minutes? You get winded after 5 minutes?
Yeah, on a fucking lucky day.
On a lucky day?
I also have asthma, I think, but you
always like, are you always like trying to figure out different ways? Like you're on bottom. Like, how about I lie down this time?
No, I don't know. It's just, yeah, like, I don't know, man. I just don't have my heart rate. Like the mixture of, I have a little bit of asthma, and then that mixed with like my blood pressure being so high, I would feel like I was going to pass out, like literally like nauseous, and like I'll pass out in like 5 to 10 minutes. And that shit is, while it's not embarrassing because I'm like overweight, like it's embarrassing to me because I enjoy being able to like have sex with my partner for longer than 45 seconds at a fucking time. So
yeah. No, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at before you shouts.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're only doing this for the sex, huh?
But I'm trying to get back in fucking shape now, and I'm working on it.
Yeah.
My muscles are getting there, but I haven't started fat
there.
loss too much yet. Just tiny bits.
But we'll get to the point where we can do the hang from the rafters sex, right?
Hang from the rafters sex.
Yeah.
I was doing
hang from the rafters, and
I've got a long way to go. Right now, I was doing the pull-ups. Like, I'll do more pull-ups today on arm day. Right now, I'm only on 145 counterweight pull-ups, which means what's up
on your pull-up assist machine. Like,
yes.
Have
you used one of those?
Yeah, the Northeast Y used to have it.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
but they only went to like 130 pounds. What does yours go to?
Ours actually goes to 175, so it's pretty. It's got a little bit more weight than that. I'm at about 130 to 145. And I think I weigh, I don't know if I've lost weight yet because I don't do scales really, because I don't really believe in them. Because when you weight train, your weight fluctuates too aggressively.
Yeah.
But I can, last time I checked, I think I weighed 225 to 240. So we'll just call it the higher end 240. So 240 minus 140 is still 100 pounds. So right now I'm only doing 100 pounds on the pull-ups right now.
He wants to train those butt cheeks for ultimate force.
That's how you got to do it, man. Yeah, that's leg day. That's a leg day job right there.
Yeah.
And
so
leg day fucking blows.
Tell me your leg day. Do you do like squats?
Yeah. So on leg day,
squats
I start
with free weight bar.
Yep. On leg day, I'll do that. Our free weights are a little weird there because they're on like the tracks so that you can do them solo.
Oh, so they're okay. So you don't need a spotter.
They still weigh the same, but you can do them without a spotter. And they weigh the same, but it changes it because you don't have to balance. So you can do a little more weight than you would normally do since you don't have to balance it.
Yeah.
But it's also it's not too bad. Training tea bags. Yeah, I do on leg day. My go-to is I usually do still 3 miles on the bike. I show up and I do 3 miles on the bike. Then we do back squats. Usually 3 sets at 12, 10, 8, which is the middle ground, not the high weight or the low weight, kind of the middle ground weight. So 12, 10, set of 12, set of 10, set of 8. Then after that, I usually do one set of lunges, which is usually 10 to 15 lunges. Then I do, I forget what they're called, like the lifts where you grab some big weights and just hold them and do your calf lifts, just up onto your calf, up onto your calf.
Lifts.
Yeah, calf lift. And then you do the big ass leg press, one of those ones where you sit down like you're looking straight up and it like crushes you when you push it.
Yeah.
And I'm tired just listening to it. And we do something really specific that my sister taught me from her. She had a trainer. So instead what we do, instead of doing high weight on the leg press, which you can do, we do a lower weight and we do the normal set of like 10 to 12 reps of the weight. And then you pull it down to where like it would be difficult to hold, right to where your muscles are holding it. And then you hold it for 10 to 20 seconds. Yep. And then after your legs are on fire and screaming, you have to do 10 to 12, like 10 to 15 tiny pulses, like, and you'll literally, if you've never screamed harder until you finish that workout.
Yeah. But those pulses are going to come in handy later for sex.
Yeah. And then I do another set of lunges and I'll go do the inverted and exverted, like these things for your legs and these things. And then at that point, if my legs are jello, that's where I end it. if my legs are still like good, I'll go redo one of the things that I did to, because there's only pretty much your quads, your glutes, your like calves. Like there's only like 3 to 4 big muscle groups. So
Yeah.
you can, besides the inverter and exverter, which are small ones, a few of the exercises work, like squats work your quads, bench squat thingy works your quads. So it goes pretty quick. But it's brutal,
Sounds
man.
good.
That's how it feels. I'll take you someday.
So you can
someday we'll just go together and I'll let you do what I do.
You can bike for 3 miles, you said, in 30 minutes?
Yeah. No, not 30 minutes, in 13 minutes, about, give or take.
3 miles in 13 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going all out?
Not all out. I do it about, usually, because for me, I'm just doing target heart rate shit right now. So
Yeah.
I just aim for 90 to 100 RPMs. Like I'm just aiming. I look at, they've got like heart rate testers. No. If I went all out, I'd be maxing out my heart rate. I'm doing about
sprinting on that bike.
Well, 90 to 100 RPMs. I don't know if that's sprinting. It's probably, I don't know if that would be in speed. I guess it would depend on the speed of your bike.
It's probably like 18 miles an hour.
No, it would probably be like 10 miles an hour, if that.
I bet it's 18. I can see you now on that bike just like going all out.
Yeah, I go
imagining you're riding your bike to the ice cream store.
Basically, I'm just trying to keep my heart rate between 160 and 170. So as long as it's in that target heart rate, I just watch that. And if it goes below that, I pedal harder. If it goes above that, I lead off a little.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to blow up my heart either.
So that's a normal leg day.
That's a normal leg day, yeah.
Nice. All right.
Current events, bro. That's my leg day.
Current events.
But today's arm day, so I actually like doing arm day.
Oh yeah. Arm day always feels good because you're like showing off you're like working the show off muscles.
Right. You get to work your glamour muscles, we call them.
Yeah.
And but leg day is bullshit. You have to do way more work. Like it's way more weight. You have to bench more. Like you have to put way more weight on you, and it's fucking bullshit. And it's way harder. Arm day is so easy. You're just like, It's so nice.
Yeah.
What?
Good for you, it is.
Oh, Cal says it's not as easy for her.
And Coco's like, how do we go from Elon
How did this get from?
Makes it work out.
I don't know how it got from.
I don't know. It just happens, man. It just happens.
We get off tangents really bad. Slurps a cup of noodles. I miss carbs more than I miss anything on the planet. I would do anything. Technically, I can drink diet soda. I've just been not doing it because I think that would just make me miss regular soda.
Yeah.
You can technically on a keto diet drink diet soda. Technically. No way. Well, yeah, but that's got to be 90 RPMs is like 25 miles an hour if you were on like super max speed. Because if you did like 90, because you got to remember there's resistance. So like I'm usually between 7 and 15 resistance out of 25. So if that works the same way as like say a 25 speed bike, I'd only be in like 7th to 15th
Bike just
gear.
flats off the fucking ground.
Right. So technically with the lower resistance, I bet it's not quite as fast as that. because if you do 90 RPMs in 21st gear, you're going fast as shit.
There's gears on your bike?
No, there's not. But I meant if you're translating it to a real bike speed. If you do 90 RPMs in first gear, you're going like 4 miles an hour, right? Like
Back to the Future Walmart edition.
If you're in first gear on a gear bike, your fucking feet are like doing this half the time. Like you could pedal at 120 miles an hour, you'd go 4 feet. Yeah, just call me Elon Musk, baby. I'm going to Mars. But I'm trying to.
I wonder how many calories there is in a Dragon Falcon.
Dude. Oh my God. Okay, just real quick before we get off subject, that's the worst part. So I'm not on a calorie restriction diet. I'm on keto, which is all about changing your macro limits to basically burn fat and using the extra to build muscle, with the idea that muscle eats fat. Like muscle tends to more muscle means your body burns more energy, which means it burns more fat while you're in keto. Yeah. But so I don't actually count calories overall. That's not part of like the keto diet for the most part, unless you're doing a mixture of it. Mm. But it's so depressing. I'm so glad for it because I fucking will crush. I'll crush 3 miles in 13 minutes going 100 RPMs. And it's like, I swear to God, you've burned 45 calories. I'm like, motherfucker, that's like half of a Reese's cup.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great diet. You should look into keto dieting, Coco. If you ever decide to try for a diet, Keto takes a long time for big results because it takes your body time to reprogram itself. And you'll be really tired. It's really difficult. You don't really realize how much carbs give you energy, but carbs are like your main source of energy as a normal human being.
Yeah.
And when you switch to fucking using fat is really strong. Keto mousse, I would eat that. Fuck yeah. It will literally.
It sounds like
If it sounds like a karate
word.
word.
I'm skeptical. It does sound like a karate word.
Go.
Keto.
I'm not a fitness junkie the same way as some. I actually am. I'm happier when I'm chubby. If I could be chubby and healthy, that would be my go-to. But for me, unfortunately, I've put on a little too much weight. Right now, I'm 225 to 240, and I'm 5'5". So you can imagine like the weight on that. I weigh way more than I should. I'm not trying to get down to being a skinny like McGee. I don't like being skinny. I just want to be at a healthy weight, which for me, like if you go on the bullshit, which we had a whole episode talking about body positivity and about how bullshit the fucking guide is. What's it called? The body index, BMI. Yeah,
BMI.
The BMI. And like on the BMI scale, I'm supposed to be 130 fucking pounds, and I will never be 130. Like fuck that. I was 130 in high school, and I looked sickly. 150 to 180 is my target range. Probably even more. 160 to 180 is my go-to target range. Yeah, see, you're 260 but 6'4". We weigh almost the same thing, Shout, but I'm literally a foot shorter than you.
Yeah, 5'4".
Yeah, I'm 5'5".
What does the BMI say for you?
I think 130.
Mine
I'll
just
check
says
it.
mine says lose weight, asshole.
Yeah, that's pretty much what mine says too.
That's my doctor. I go in there for anything. He's like, "Hey, you need to lose weight."
Right now, I'm a 40 on the BMI scale, and even if I am 225, I'm a 37.4. Let me see what I'm
built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be. Let's see, 5'5". I am supposed to be between, and I swear to God, this is true, 115 and 140 pounds. Do you know what I would look like if I was 115
I know,
pounds?
Right? You'd be like a fucking skeleton.
I would look like Skeletor.
You'd look like a cancer patient.
115. I would, because I have pictures of me at 130 and I looked sick.
Yeah. Look up what my BMI is real quick.
What's your height?
It's 6'2".
6'2".
And my weight is 390.
So currently, you're actually. Oh, this chart doesn't even fucking go up to that weight.
It was like, fuck you, asshole. Go lose weight first.
Your target weight for you is between. And again, just to be clear, this chart says that your low end healthy weight is 145. You would look fucking weird.
There's no way I'd be at 140. I'd be dead.
And your high end is 185. Which that would be better. That's where I would aim for.
I'd be like 30 years dead.
Yeah, you would die if you were that weight. That would just be ridiculous.
I would be like
here.
What's in the ground?
What's your current weight?
390.
6'2", 390. You are 50 right now. So you got 10 more than me. I'm 50. At the 40 mark for me.
What's it say?
Does
it also say that I need to be 145 to...
Oh, no, this is just, I was just doing the actual measurement.
What was the high end? Was it like 175?
Look up Raw Till 4. I was on that for a year. Oh, no, he's using, Coco's using measurements I don't get because I'm an imperialist pig. Look up 70. The Raw Till 4. Let's see what Raw Till 4 is. I've heard of it. It's a diet. I just don't. High carb.
Is it like you eat raw till 4 p.m.?
It's high carb, low fat, low protein. All about. Okay. So it's all about eating basically lots of fruit, lots of veggies. Again, similar, like all you can eat essentially. No calorie restriction, but you can't have fat and you can't have protein. That would be a tough one for me. See, I picked keto because I like meat. And I knew that with keto, I'd have to work out because otherwise the protein would turn to sugar. So I started the keto diet with a hardcore workout regimen so that I could try and counteract and eat the protein I wanted, but that'd be difficult. Sorry, Coco. I'm an imperialist. I don't know what the fuck those numbers mean, man. Get out of here with that.
My tiny brain can't compute.
Morning shake was 1,300. That's how I am right now. Like, I made a fucking salad yesterday. I bet the salad was like fucking 1,200 calories. Easy.
Probably.
Because
Without dressing.
No. You can eat dressing on keto if it's certain kinds because it can
Sugar
be fat.
free.
No, it's not. It doesn't have. Well, mine has a tiny bit. It's 1 gram.
Yeah.
It's less than 1 gram, but I just assume 1 gram.
Mhm.
That way you don't overdo it. Caesar dressing is all fat and oil.
Mm.
So if you like Caesar, you can do that. So mine was like a big ass plate of spinach, mixed spinaches, then some fucking broccoli pieces, custom grinded sharp cheddar cheese, avocado slices, egg slices, some chicken like thrown over the top, and then sprayed down with Caesar dressing. And it's fucking good, and it's keto friendly, but I bet it's easily like 1,200 calories.
Musty says he has 40 to 50 bananas a day.
Oh, dude, I fucking love bananas, but I can't eat them right now.
Musty's
5'8"
probably the only person keeping the banana business alive.
Coco, then you're definitely not that overweight, bro, because 198 pounds at 5'8" is not that bad of a weight, man.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Because I'm 5'5", and when I get down to like 180, I'll feel okay with that. 180 will still be like considered chubby by most people, but that's where I'll like when I break below 180, I'll start to feel good about my progress even more so than now. But
Like, I feel like I feel like 275 for me is probably the best.
yeah, the reason doctors say that, Coco, is because they use an outdated bullshit method. BMI charts we all fucking hate. So if you go off the BMI chart, then at 5'8", you're supposed to weigh 125 to 155. And I promise you, dude, you should not be below 150. 150 to 180 should be a better target range. BMI is bullshit, and don't let your doctor fuck you up.
We should make a t-shirt that says that. Don't let your doctor fuck you up.
The BMI, everybody knows the BMI is bullshit. The BMI is statistically correct and singularly worthless. On a large scale, if you take huge amounts of data and apply it to the BMI chart, it is correct. These ranges mean people are healthier. These ranges mean underweight. These ranges mean you have obese problems. It makes sense applied to large data, but on a person-by-person basis, it is absolute horseshit.
Yep.
Current event, bullshit.
Current event. Do you have any current events for us? Because we kind of went on to like a keto fat losing.
That's because we always finish at 90 minutes, and then our last 30 minutes,
right?
like we just never have something.
I know. We should just plan to have a 90-minute.
All right, here's a great one, just so everyone's clear. As long as we don't have anything else to talk about, BMI was invented in 1830s. If we used any other technologies from the 1830s, we would be salty as fuck. We would never use that.
What about? Oh yeah, that was like maybe a week or two ago. But we got a couple signals back from space beamed at us.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that, but I thought they decided that it wasn't anything, like that it was just like
No, well, see,
noise.
that's what's like suspicious about it is like the FBI or the CIA or whoever took over the satellite station where the signals were beamed to, and like didn't let anyone in for like a week or two. And then they came out and said nothing's happening here.
That's not sketch.
Yeah, it's like obviously there's something happening. We've got aliens. There's like one after the other. There's like what, 7?
My mouth was full of water. I was trying to laugh at Coco's thing. Yep, it was just Elon's Tesla headlights.
Yeah. The one he shot up in space.
I'm only like a third of the way through this.
Yeah, I know. We can't end the episode until you're done drinking that whole thing.
There's no way I could get through this whole fucking thing. That would be so funny if we did a 24-hour podcast. That would be the most boring thing of all time, and we should do it sometime.
We should try it.
Fucking 24-hour podcast.
I think our biggest next step in the podcast is trying to do an IRL where we go to a haunted house
so
or something.
much equipment, though.
I don't know. You can stream from your phone. Like Streamlabs has an app.
No, they
Musty
do,
showed
but
me.
you have to have such good like connections. And if you're in a city, like if you're doing it in a city, you'd probably be fine. But it would be real. I mean, I don't know about you. Who are you on? Who's your carrier?
Allo. Like, oh, you mean my phone?
For
Verizon.
phones, yeah. Yeah, Verizon, maybe you could do it. Like with Sprint, there's no fucking way with Sprint that I could do a live stream. The data is so like, I like Sprint. They're fine, but they are so hit and miss with data. Like it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
No, those stories are crazy. Like the idea that they would just close down this fucking observatory, take it over, and be like, oh nope, nothing weird here. Like,
Yeah.
shut the
They
fuck
took it
up,
over for a
dude.
week. They didn't let anyone in. And they're like, nothing's going on here now. Like they stopped talking.
Yeah, that's some fucking weird shit.
Yeah. Now another thing I thought was funny is now they're making a movie about all the classified documents about aliens and UFOs that they released.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like it's well, at least to me, it's in a way of confirming that they are true.
It is. It's got to be like I'm not even a conspiracy theorist, but when you do shit like that, that just looks bad for like everybody. Like if you're just taking over like observatories, doing what you want with them, and then being like, sorry, nothing to report.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking terrible.
Musty said he bought a DJI Osmo Mobile 2 gimbal
Oh,
baby.
dude, the gimbals are so great. I almost bought one when I was like working and had all the extra money. Let me look up
like a phone.
Yeah, that's a nice looking gimbal. No, they're the things that you mount to your phones that you hold so they're gyroscopic.
Oh, for like professional iPhone videographers.
Right. So that it looks like everything moves perfectly smooth, even if you're like you could be riding a bike, but it looks like everything's moving like
or you can be like masturbating while filming the two people fucking.
Yeah, you could be. Yeah.
Perfect. We should get
that
one
one
of
looks
those.
good. Yeah, I almost bought one because I have the GoPro. GoPro's was bullshit and overpriced. I almost bought GoPro's version just so it would fit my Hero 4 easily, but it was bullshit overpriced. The one Musty bought's $139. I bet he loves it. The GoPro gimbal, where the fuck is that? The GoPro gimbal's $300. It's over double the fucking price. And it's like, oh, really, bro? Like, come on. You can make gyroscopic technology for less than that. Creative use of the gimbal, King Cord. Well, somebody has to film me and Cal's. Yes, somebody has to film me and Cal's exploits. So King Cord's gotten good with the gimbal.
Yeah, I'll get good with it. Yeah.
That's the way. That's the way to do it.
I'm sorry. So, yeah, but I was thinking like we could go to like a haunted, like a abandoned like building or whatever, and just do like a ghost hunt / podcast.
Hey, Telma. I think that'd be fun. I told you there's the Hell's Gate on the outskirts of town. We could go do that.
Yeah, we could.
They say that where the train went down and all those people were killed, that there's some ghosty ghosts out there. And some people say the Witch of the Woods. I couldn't find real credible evidence that ever happened, so that one might be fake. But the crash where the person sabotaged the railroad and all those people died, that's real.
We should probably, yeah. I mean, like, would we do it live or would we just like just record it and then post it?
Well, we could record it and post it if we wanted, but like if we couldn't get a good enough internet connection, we'd have to go out there and test it. Just test the internet out there.
Yeah, we'll have to test it. I would assume it'd be kind of hard to pick up any ghost evidence though with just like a camera on your phone.
Well, that's because I think you're mistaken. I think it'd be hard to pick up any evidence of ghosts because ghosts aren't real. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
No, I'm not mistaken on that one. We just need the right equipment. We can prove that ghosts are real.
Like an EMF reader? You want to get an EMF detector?
So, yeah, we could do that.
Woo!
A real one, not like an app on my phone.
That just randomly busts up every like 30 to 45 seconds.
Like every other, like every third step, it just goes ring.
Yeah, except for that time that it called my dead grandma. That was weird.
That was really
that
weird.
almost turned me into a believer. But then I was like, no.
No. There's a scientific reason why this happened.
Yeah, the scientific reason is because my voice activator is bullshit.
Yeah. What was it? Is that Bigsby you have?
I don't. That's just the regular
You have
one.
a
It's just
Samsung.
fucking. Yeah, it's like
But
this.
it's,
It's just a regular one.
Scientifical. I just made up a new word. That's right.
All right, but yeah, I mean, I guess we're done with the episode. I guess we're out of current events if we're just talking about ghosts and
Yeah, we're out of current
keto dieting.
events.
So
We did it to ourselves.
it's well, it's normal because we do 90 minutes, then we usually call for a guest. This time we just accidentally got off on a tangent about body positivity again.
I would take a guess, but I think it would be Musty.
Yeah. Well, did you show Musty the emote you made?
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Okay, that was a great emote. I liked it.
He made it his phone's background,
And
then he also-
good emote.
he put it on his Elgato, like the button things, like the soundboard basically.
Yeah,
where
the soundboard.
Yeah, he put it on there.
I'm jealous.
thought
I
it was
wish I had
great.
one of those. I want one of those fucking Elgato soundboards, but I mostly my GiftBot's fine. Like I'm fine with GiftBot, but I'm jealous of those.
I'm gonna get one, especially now I'm starting my old job again.
The ghosts of people who died thanks to keto.
now that's an episode right there.
Dude, I almost went over there right now because we're you know the place that does all the medical studies.
Yeah.
Did I tell you they were doing a $14,000 one for fatties?
No.
Yeah, over at that fucking place, they're doing a $14,000 study if you're fucking fat and you take a super experimental weight loss drug. But I'm like, dude, those things blow up your heart. Like literally those. Yeah, like weight loss drugs. Yeah, Solarion. Solarion's doing a $14,000 study that takes place between I think it's October and April. It's like an overall 6-month study. And you take this weight loss drug and report back and get blood drawn and come back and forth. And when it's done, they give you 14 grand. Although you have to pay taxes on that, but
14 grand. Here's 14 grand for your family when you're dead.
That's kind of how it feels though, because yeah, like there's a lot of people that die from weight loss drugs because they hurt your heart. They're bad for your heart a lot of
Oh
times.
yeah, and your kidneys and shit.
Yeah, there's like 2 main drugs. There's either weight loss drugs that are bad on your heart or weight loss drugs that are bad on your butthole because they just are all about causing excessive diarrhea and water loss.
So
Real weddings with anime characters.
that might be hard to stretch it for a full episode, but by the way, I forgot to. I got my phone case.
Oh, you got your phone case.
From the merch
Yes.
store. Don't forget to check out our merch store, teespring.com. Awesome shirts, awesome hoodies, stickers, posters, and of course, iPhone cases. They apparently are racist towards Android phone users, so sorry about that.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Oh wait, Telma just said for what phone?
I think it's iPhone 6 through the current.
Nice.
But anyways, October is coming Monday. It's gonna be here Monday.
Yeah.
So I was thinking during October we can do some spooky
Some like spooky topics.
topics like creepypasta or like the dark side of the internet or just like
I love talking about like ghost stories and creepypastas and shit and whatnot.
yeah. So
It's Monday here. Well, fuck, it's not Monday
oh
here.
shit. I'm sorry. Well, it's still September 30th here, so yeah, I'm thinking creepypasta next time. What do you think?
Yeah, urban legends, creepypasta. I'm good with that, man.
Yeah.
I love doing shit like that. I'll read up on a bunch of the newer ones because a lot of the ones I know are classics. I'm gonna have to read up on some of the newer hits.
All right, that sounds great to me. Yeah, I guess this is the end, and we get to test our new outro.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn it up.
And next time, we'll hopefully have a brand new intro for you guys. But otherwise, thanks for showing up. Thanks for talking in the chat here, guys.
All right, I'm gonna mute out my mic for the outro so I don't talk through it. So
Yeah,
thank
so-
you guys for being here and have a great day.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys on. I'm gonna try and stream. I'm not sure. I'm gonna still have to work out with my new workout schedule for anyone that watches my stream. Tuesday and Wednesdays are gonna be tricky because I go to the gym with my sister those days in the middle of the day. So I might stream those days, but definitely Thursday and Friday I'll be back streaming this week.
Coco says he's a certified deep web and dark web specialist.
Good. It's okay, Thelma.
We might have to. You'll have to come back next Sunday then and help us with that.
Yep. All right, guys. I'm gonna mute out. So everyone have a great rest of your weekend or week, and goodbye, guys.
Yes, everyone have a beautiful rest of your weekend. We love you. Thanks for coming. Please come back. Check out all the social media. Okay, here's the outro.
But for today, we're talking about Mars. We're talking about Mars.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Mars.
Wow. And he's like, ah! See, Cal's looking at me like I shouldn't do that. I could have gone more, but I'm gonna end it there.
That was pretty good. I'm just gonna say something that might piss off a lot